Welcome to the Indigo Escape and our renovation of this abandoned farm in Portugal. Today we're diving into cladding this concrete block wall with stones to give it that rustic charm. It's a big job, but it's already starting to take shape. Here's a look at the first part of the process before we head out to grab more materials for our next project. This will be a feature wall inside the house, where our fireplace will be warming up the future living room. Since we don't yet have the exact dimensions of the stove boiler, we can't start building the left side of the wall just yet. And that's why Simon moves onto the zero wall. The stone side needs to go up so we can pour the ring beam afterwards. He's building up certain areas of the walls more than others. We decided then to turn off the cameras and significantly reduce our work hours that week because there were fires breaking out every hour, sometimes every minute. We spotted one fire forming and checked its location. It was fortunately far away. I had a drone up because I was familiar with the flight path of planes traveling from Coimbra to a nearby reservoir. We thought it best to stay more present and alert, spending time at our homes and staying in close contact with friends and neighbors in case any fires approached. Alarms went off near us 3 times, but thankfully our area remained safe despite the overwhelming number of fires around. The following week, we picked up where we left off and continued with the project. Oh, that's perfect, the Jenga.
Yeah, I'm quite lucky with it, me.
So that here is looking very nice. I'll show you what else is being happening. So this wall is pretty much finished. And then around the corner we have another wall that's been built quite a lot. But the star for me is this amazing entrance. Hey, look at that. That took a long time to build because it's so narrow, and then you have so many faces. You got this one, and then this one. You have to be a little bit particular with the stones to use. So luckily there were some stones that went all the way across, which gives it a nice touch. And then this little bit sticking out is really cool as well, because that's where the door is gonna go, and it's gonna sit not on this side but actually on here. We're gonna have the door, so that's gonna look really beautiful. If you go inside, kitchen over here, dining table, and then that's being started because here we're gonna have a interior stone wall with a fireplace. It's gonna look absolutely gorgeous.
It's another glorious day. Simon's bringing that corner of the door up to Viga height. Just now I'm going to head into town. I will actually head over to a place called San Miguel and order some concrete vigas so we can carry on filling up the gap above the doors and above the windows. And then it gets very exciting. We're going to be doing ring beams, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. So if you saw us during the summer, we built this really cool utility area, and it's been very, very useful, especially this concrete worktop. It's like another workspace. However, winter is upon us, and it's very wet right now. And also, this is like the only side of the container we haven't really finished, and we want to have this all done to look nice. We're going to be building a roof over here, just like a lean-to roof, and we're also going to continue the floorboards that are cladding the container, and so this will all look really nice with a wooden back and then bits of wood around the side as well. Today my plan is to go and pick up some of that wood and start prepping it, getting it ready for inserting.
Simon has made an excellent progress on the wall this morning. Omar and I headed to the nearest building supply store to get some more bags of cement for Simon.
I'm gonna order more, but this is just what we're going to do in the next couple of days.
Then we were off to the woodyard to pick up some wood for another part of the project. As Omar mentioned, we're going to roof the utility area next to the container, and it will look like this. Quick break from our renovation, guys. Let you know a little bit on our website, which is coming together. I have a lot of great content to put out there, hence why I haven't published it yet, but it's coming, and it's all thanks to Squarespace and its new design intelligence, which is amazing. What an AI driven design system combines cutting-edge tech with 2 decades of design expertise, so you can create the website of your dreams. Whether you're starting a blog, showcasing your portfolio, or setting up a business, Squarespace Payments makes it super easy to handle transactions. You can accept a variety of payment methods, including Klarna, Apple Pay, and Afterpay, which gives your customers flexibility and you peace of mind. Now, if you're a business owner and you want to streamline your workflow, you're gonna love the invoicing feature. You have all your contracts, all your invoices, and all your proposals in one place, so you can manage your services more efficiently. So if you're ready to bring your ideas to life, go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and once you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/the Indigo Escape to get 10% off of your first domain or website. Take your business and creativity to the next level with Squarespace. With the wood picked up, we got everything we need to start framing out the roof, which goes here.
This is like the freshest. I'm sure this was a tree like yesterday. So heavy.
This is pretty heavy.
God, yeah.
Simon had to nip out for a bit. Oh, he's coming now. That's his motorbike. And that's what has been done this week so far, which is really good.
That wood over there cost us all 70 euros.
Yeah.
It's a bargain.
Yeah. Here is the state of our garden so far. It's looking really good, but it's coming to the end. So my mom, when we were away, picking up the wood and so on, she's been cleaning this one over here so we can start our winter crops. And yeah, it's looking nice. Love the white cosmos. I never knew you could get white cosmos. And the loofahs are looking amazing as well, like I show you. So we're gonna have a lot of sponges, I guess. Very nice, but they're very soft to the touch still. Lots of cherry tomatoes as well.
So yeah, we just collected a lot of wood, but it's so unbelievably fresh. Like literally, you can feel the life force still in it. Yeah, I've got some very, very old wood that was not very good wood. It had some sort of fungus infection. Look, check this out. It's not very good, but the roof that we're building is not a big roof. I'm going to see if I can salvage the best out of this wood for the roof, because it's going to be really easy to shell sugiban and preserve.
Okay, so as you can see, it's very rainy today. So sun has gone about an hour ago because it's really impossible to work with mortar with these conditions, and hopefully tomorrow is going to be a little bit easier. But it's really nice that the rain has come, because as you may all know, there was a lot of fires last week and it was really scary. Now we have rain, hopefully it stays like this. Welcome the fall. I have no summer, you can go away, no problem. But yeah, it's all good now, which is really good. Yeah, so I want to just let you know that everything's fine. That's why we didn't have a video, and hopefully it stays like this, because that was scary. Anyway, we hope to tomorrow continue the work and to be more productive than today, weather allowing. But yeah, this is it for today, I think. While Simon focuses on the stone wall, Omar gets started on building a wooden frame for the roof.
The thing is that I don't want to cut through this whole thing in one go. I just want to do most of the cut. So with that side, what we'll do is, I wanted it to be rounded, so I made a little diagram over here. So we've got to make two of these with a notch and a rounded edge on this side. And so right now I'm not going to do the notch, I'm just going to do the rounded side. And then we're going to shell sugiban both of these. And yeah, that's the first part. So that bit we have to round like that. Don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll figure it out.
For most of the structure, we're using 7 by 10 centimeter pine wood. Fortunately, this batch has been seasoned for about 2 years, making it ideal for both charring and cutting.
So I'm a little bit out of practice with the whole circular, so I mean I used it like 1,000 times in that. I haven't really used it all that much for a while. It smells amazing, this wood, smell that.
Oh wow, it smells like a pencil.
Yeah, that would be a nice thing to ban.
You know when you like sharpening a pencil?
Yeah. Completely.
Without the lead smell. Omar's planning to round off the edges of the wood. They'll seat horizontally on the worktop. That way any water that lands on it would just run off to the ground. We're putting it here to help spread the load from the roof post and to give us more space for attaching the panels to enclose the laundry area later on. Omar uses the circular saw almost halfway down and then the handsaw to avoid the wood snapping right at the end. He then uses an 80 coarse sanding pad with the angle grinder to take off the rough edges.
Ready for Shao Sugi.
As you may know from previous videos, we're starting to run low on stones. It seems unlikely since we have plenty of them, but with more openings like doors and windows, we need more cornerstones, those with at least 2 dress faces like this one. While it might look naturally formed, this stone was actually cut to size and dressed, meaning it was chiseled, pegged and hammered into shape to look natural. That's one of the challenges Simon is facing at the moment. Now he's at the point where he needs to cut the stones down to serve as cornerstones, also known as quoins. After cutting them, they look smooth like this, and then this is how they look once they are freshly dressed, and then over time they'll age and blend in beautifully. This particular stone has the right dress faces, but it is too deep, so Simon is trimming the back to make it fit perfectly as a quoin. Oh dear, Simon. You should get a little wheelie.
Should have lifted with my legs and not my back down a little bit. Okay.
Need help?
I'm not quite going to put it up there just yet. I've got to check where it comes to. Maybe put that one in. Watch, because I got where we're on the last of the sand. There's lots of britta in it, little stones.
Oh, I thought you were going to say cat poo.
It's a bit of a minefield, but the cat poo tends to compact, whereas the stones don't.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, gonna have to rotate this as well.
Oof. We did offer help, just for the record.
We did, and I would have accepted if that was any harder than that. Definitely. Just hope it don't stick out too much. All these fresh rocks are going to move around a little bit now, but measure them and put them back in after. Gotta get all this back to plumb again.
That looks lovely there though.
Yeah, it's getting close to where it wants to be, isn't it? Oh yes, look at that. 30 and a half. Beautiful.
That's a really beautiful rock. It's nice to have different colors,
Yeah.
like that one. Here you go, that one. Well done.
Yeah.
That was hard,
But worth it.
but worth it, yeah. You want another cup of tea?
Oh yeah.
We're cutting this long beam which will support the rafters for the roof. After that, we begin charring the wood to protect it from the elements. If you've been following our journey for a while, you know we're big fans of the shosugiban technique. After 3 years, these posts we've treated this way are still in excellent condition. We'll likely continue using this method throughout our build to safeguard and waterproof the wood.
Tony, you okay, Tony? What's up? You're cheekily giving some crunchies out of your meal times. I think he's bored.
I then realized I could char a lot of them at the same time, so that's what I continued to do, just char the wood that was left to do. Charring wood doesn't require a lot of expensive equipment. All you need is a large torch burner connected to a propane gas canister. As beginners, we initially tried butane but quickly realized it wasn't powerful enough, and I found that keeping the torch about 15 to 20 centimeters away from the wood works best for an even char. Once that's done, you can brush the surface using either a metal brush or sandpaper. Personally, I prefer the texture that the metal brush creates, but it really comes down to personal preference.
My mom wants to do shosugiban.
So we're not going to like show sugiban all of the wood, especially because a lot of it's very fresh and it doesn't burn easily. So this stuff is really good. It's called, we call it cuprinol. It's not called it's called grout, coupigrau.
Coupigrau.
So not to be confused with the official cuprinol, but it works really well. It's also expensive. This is castagna flavour.
Flavor, you drink it also.
Yeah. Smells lovely.
I think it's just the color.
Yeah, exactly. It's chestnut. Comes out a bit orange.
While I do some shosugiban, Omar continues to cut the wood pieces for the roof.
We have a musical
jars.
Your musical jars. Just need to put it somewhere else. Wasn't working anymore because the wood is now wet because it's raining. So I'm just gonna leave it for tomorrow or later today, who knows.
We can always do it in here now.
Or we can just, yeah, we can probably need to move things around here in the workshop to then be able to do it indoors, which we'll probably do after lunch. Wow, this is super wet. Smells really nice as well.
What's the time?
Time to start lunch. Put some food on cherry.
So right now this shuttering is coming on this corner. It's the last corner. Very exciting stuff.
Oh yes, more. Something like that. Okay, so I think we've got to put the bottom one in first because we're working with very twisted wood.
Just
That's the thing.
just like me.
It doesn't really matter for this, but we don't want gaps. And we want it to be level. So
Okay, so we had some food. It was very nice. I made it. Of course it is. So Simon left because it was raining, and yeah, it's been really intermittent rain constantly all day today. Tomorrow's even worse, and we're having a storm later. Remember we were talking about that wood that was a bit rotten? Well, it's gone completely bananaed on me. So if you can see the curve,
Yeah.
yeah, it's become flaccid. So yeah, we're not
It's
gonna...
become not usable.
Yeah, so we're going to cut the trees again. That's going to be a nice fire for an evening one day. We'll keep that on the side for later. Alright, so we're going to cut another one. Let's do it.
So basically this, I think it's the piece of wood on the top that's holding the end of the roof, the battens. And it was done in a diagonal, almost just fits it back to a straight. But this is the cut that he did. So it's a diagonal cut. And this piece, okay, is going to be doing the same as this piece over here. So the battens are going to land on it, so you need a little bit of a diagonal line, an incline.
15 degrees.
15 degrees, there you go. So the battens land on it nicely. Otherwise they're not going to be holding the battens at all.
Another very, very rainy day, as you can see, in Portugal. So luckily tomorrow it's going to be sunny. So yeah, I think we'll probably start putting the roof on without the rain. It's probably a good idea. But luckily I've still got some work I can do here underneath the cover. So yeah, I'm going to get on with that. That was the guy that sells fish. Okay, so I brushed it down after the first burn, and so now it's ready for the second burn. So now this burn hopefully goes a little bit better than the first, and then after that we're going to coat it with some linseed oil. You don't want to rub too much of this charcoal stuff off. Okay, what a mad day it's been. As you can see, we have blue sky. This morning it was proper storm, and I guess that's just living on the Atlantic. So yeah, I finished all the Sugiban. That's all done. We're all ready to go for tomorrow. I bought some bolts, and yeah, I think I'm going to take the rest of the afternoon off and enjoy the nice weather. We have good weather, finally. So it rained a little bit this morning, but I think that's it for the weekend, which just sounds about right to me. And Simon is now filling in that corner, the one that I filmed the other day. Very exciting. What? Oh my god, you blink your eyes and he finishes everything. Sorry guys.
Clean up the rocks around the bottom a little bit.
Well, that looks great. Well, I'm sure by next week, what, we leave it for about 4 or 5 days, don't we?
Yeah.
As possible, basically.
Yeah, maybe I'll take the bottom of the shuttering off early next week just to carry on with the rock work. But
so this part, which is going to be over here, and we're going to attach it very shortly to this concrete top. It's going to have a piece of wood over here that holds another beam with all the rafters land on, but I think, because I know how this wood reacts, I'm going to cut out a little bit of a notch so this one sits inside this piece of wood and it prevents it from twisting. So before I attach that, I'm going to put this notch on. That was someone's message notification. Okay. Alrighty. 71.5. Okay, so let's notch away. So. That's the size of our gap. It's going to be 7.1. That's not going anywhere. And then there were two. Okay. here's my plug. Okay, that's flush. Put this on now. We're ready to go. Touch it properly in a moment. And then this one. Okay. Lena just got some water. Okay, so this wall plate over here is going to be installed now. I forgot to film it when I was putting it up. Wow, that is blunt as anything.
It's gonna take a long time, yeah?
Yeah, don't worry. I need to be up there.
I really actually love the smell of linseed with the burn. And
Me
it sounds
too.
really nice.
Cool, so
But that's moving.
I know, but the thing is that it's all going to be connected to other things along with the rafters. So the rafters are going to sit around like that. But obviously we have to cut the bird mouths out, and then the tile comes out to around there.
And then came the weekend, and here's what we accomplished this week. Omar finished the frame for the utility room roof, and he's hoping he can start on the rafters and roof next week. Simon made great progress on the stone walls, completing the last shuttered corner and started the shuttering for the lintels. This is the one for our bedroom, but don't worry, there are plenty more to go, and I'll make sure to film them so you can see how he does it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next week.